Okay, I shall continue. My last attempt to communicate to my lawyer was thwarted by the limitation on the length of recording that I could leave as a message, which means that I wasn't able to say what I really wanted to say. Uh, I'm in a position where I really need help from a human being to get out of this horrible jam that I'm in. I find it degrading and humiliating to be forced to wear the same clothes every day, dirty, damp. It's degrading because the more run down my appearance becomes, the more people are inclined to look the other way and not become involved. Because it does certainly look like a raving loony, doesn't it? Well, it's horrible to find that no human being is willing to help me. That's just horrible. No, horrible. I've spent my whole life trying to be a decent, compassionate person, trying to do the right thing by everyone. I know I've helped a lot of people. I know I've even entertained a lot of people. This isn't right. But hey, history is full of injustice and inhumanity, isn't it? Will we ever change this? I'm saying that Bristol has a wrong approach to homelessness. We're spending lots and lots of money keeping people in hostels where they can continue to use their hard drugs like cocaine and heroin and alcohol. Uh, Lots of people are paid to give charitable services to these people, even the lawyers, the legal aid, when the hostel is trying to evict you. The staff members are being paid for giving you these scary notices you're about to be kicked out on the street. And so the mediation services and the lawyers who we run to for help, they are paid. And all of these people are paid the same amount of money regardless of what happens to the animal, the victim, the person being helped. This is wrong. I mean, it has really upset me that this man, Wayne Jones, who refused to see me the 2 times that I went to Amelia Court to speak with him, refused to have any conversation with me. I later get a message a week later from my lawyer that he's willing to see me again. So what am I to do? Shuffle across town with all my damp luggage? Now my tent has broken. It is going to get worse. I am damp. I am chilled. I have a raging toothache. I have no access to dental services. I have to live with this screaming pain all the time. And the only thing keeping me going is the fact that I'm connected to this dog who loves me, and I love this dog. That is what is keeping me going. And Wayne Jones told me I had to get rid of the dog. Bruce Duffy in Amelia Court told me I had to get rid of the dog to be accommodated. Are people not listening? What is it? Is there something wrong? Is it the Scottish accent? You just assume, oh, excuse me, Jimmy, for you guys to help us out, and you got my money for a bottle. You assume because of a man's appearance or his accent or the dirtiness of his clothes that he's one of those scumbag animals that likes living on the pavement, begging and staying in constant drunkenness. I'm not. I'm really offended by it. I'm offended by middle class people walking past with smiles on their faces and occasionally smiling at me and my dog as if it was something cute. It's not cute at all. I am suffering badly. This is really uncomfortable. Now get this, you lot. Katie White was James Sinnott, Janice Bicknell, Melanie English, and all you other people who have been paid well to help me in my homelessness. 2 years I've been homeless in Bristol. I have not been helped. I have lost most of what I had when I got here. Even my dignity. This is shameful. It's disgusting. But you know what it's like. A lot of people are making a good living out of keeping the situation the way it is. If we cleaned it up and got more honest and said, okay, he's a drug addict, well, get him off the street. This is disgusting. It's not amusing at all. If you throw a few pounds to a person who's living on the street, what are you doing? Continuing that person in that position of degradation. Does that make you, middle class people, feel better? Hello?
Hi, Mr. Matheson, it's Katie calling from the Bristol Law Centre.
Yes?
Hi, I got your message.
Yeah, but I didn't get to...
I gave you a call last week, and I left a message for you. I don't know if you got the message. It was about what you want to do regarding the council, because you do need to meet with them again. Obviously, when we discussed it, I know that Wade, who was the person that you saw, obviously that didn't go very well. So what my suggestion to him was that maybe somebody else could speak with you from the council. He's come back to me and said that he would be happy to see you again, or if not, I can ask that somebody else deals with it.
Right. I don't understand how to get over to you that I'm in a critical position. Each day that passes, living on the street or in a leaky tent in damp bedding, my condition deteriorates. You know, this is.
That you had a meeting with the council.
What am I to do?
And that didn't go very well. So what we need to do is we need to try and get it resolved, sort it out, so that they can make their inquiries and actually discuss the situation with you.
What do you think I am? Do you think I'm some sort of deadbeat dropout that wants to live on the pavement and thinks that this is amusing? I mean, this is horrible. The meeting I had with the council, I didn't have a meeting with the council. The man refused to speak with me. Bruce Duffy wouldn't speak with me. Wayne Jones wouldn't speak with me. In fact, they insulted me.
What he said happened was that he told you that you'd be seen at 12 o'clock, but only if you left your recording equipment at the reception. He says that you acted in an aggressive manner towards him and started to use foul language. And at that
point, Look, Katie, I'm not, I am not one of these people that says because I've been accused of something, I must be guilty of it. I have a different recall of the incident than Wayne Jones and my side. Right, so listen, would you listen to me for a second? No, you never listen to the other person. So my abusive language was that I told him I had an urgent need to piss and shit. Is that abusive?
In an aggressive manner and started to use foul language.
Foul language being piss and shit. No, please get very specific on this. Excuse me, would you just answer one question? Would you just answer one question for me, please? As a human being, I'm entitled to that. You know, I have a point of view too. Is the word piss and the word shit abusive language?
But that wasn't the issue. The issue was the fact that they asked you to leave the recording equipment at the reception.
I didn't say anything about that to him, did I?
Well, what he said, I wasn't there, so I don't know what happened.
Right. Now, I was there and I do know what happened, Katie. So I would like you to take on board my information. You're supposed to be representing me.
What I've been doing for a number of months now is trying to get your housing situation resolved because I don't want you to be on the streets any longer.
Every day I am going further down. This is not a game.
Please listen to me. I set up the meeting with the council. They've asked that you don't use recording equipment during the interviews with them. So what I'm trying to do now is try to get a meeting set up.
I guess that's really important that council employees don't want anybody to know what they are doing. They do not want their work to be transparent. They do not want to be accountable to their clients or society. So you do not want what you're doing to be known publicly. You want it all to be. This means that you can be inhumane and cruel to people without it being known.
And he's saying that he's going to take independent legal advice if it happens again. So
I don't agree with Wayne Jones on what happened. I do not accept his version of events. Like I said, I didn't.
What I'm trying to do now is to try and get this resolved so that you can see somebody at the council and we can try and move it forward.
What do you mean, see somebody at the council? I'm no longer capable of going anywhere. I haven't got a home. I've not got a bed. I can't wash my face.
I've been trying to resolve for you for a number of
Excuse me if I raise my voice about it, but it's really inhumane to put a man in a position where he has no bed, no toilet.
I secured you a hostel placement and you were evicted from that for smoking cannabis.
That's a terrible crime. I smoke cannabis, so now I must die on the streets. Because I smoked cannabis, I should die on the street. And because I'm upset about it, I'm being abusive. I think it's terrible. I think it's inhumane that I should be left to die on the streets because I used cannabis. There already are punishments lined up for people who use cannabis. They don't include... Oh, well, I would say to you, someday you're going to have to listen to me, because that is really terrible that you keep on talking at me and you refuse to take on board what I'm saying. I think it's terribly inhumane for you people who are well paid and going home to a comfortable bed to keep postponing my crisis, which is right now. I have a terrible toothache. I'm overwhelmed by pain all the time, all day long and all night, and I'm living in a leaking tent, and one of the tent rods broke this morning, which means I've got a damaged tent, and we are looking at death unless I get help. And I mean, the help should be coming out to me.
No longer have a duty to provide you with temporary accommodation. Okay?
So you say that because a man has, without...
I'm not commenting on that at all. What I'm saying is from a legal point of view, because you breached the rules of the home you got evicted, the council no longer have a legal duty to provide you with any other temporary accommodation. So what I was trying to do in arranging that appointment with the council was to get them to make a decision about the main housing duty that they owe to you. Before we do that, they could do that with some further information from you.
Help, I can't make it. This isn't going to work. I'm going to die in this situation, aren't I? Because I need someone to help me. And I mean, help me. I need help with the tent. I need help with today. I need help with getting my dental treatment. I need help with getting other medical treatment. I need help. I don't need to be kicked out. I was already in a... When is somebody going to help me? What GP? I'm in Southville. How am I to get to see a GP? You're just not taking it on board what a crisis I am in. you're not taking on board what I say.
And I arranged hostel accommodation for you. They made arrangements for your dog as well, which they didn't have a duty to do. It was quite difficult to get that accommodation in the first place. But in terms of you had to sign up for when you were in the hostel, one of the things was that you wanted to make out of the room, and that's
No, I wasn't allowed to have my dog. Although I kept insisting that my dog is a support dog and that I am not able to live without my dog, I am using my dog's affection to carry on living despite the inhumane treatment that I'm receiving. Now, I was told that I had to let go of the dog. So, you don't really care whether I live or die then? Are you telling me that you don't really care whether I live or die, or whether I'm in a lot of pain? Well, who's going to help me?
Is to try and get this resolved with the council, and to do that you need to see somebody at the council. Well, you know,
I'm not capable of running around anymore. I have used up all my energy getting here.
the alternative then is this, that they can make a decision on the basis of the information that they have for you. They indicated that that decision is likely to be that you've made yourself intentionally homeless. Okay?
I have made myself intentionally homeless. All right then, I am telling you, I have never made myself intentionally homeless.
What they will say is that
I don't think that any other citizen in Britain who smokes cannabis intends to make themselves voluntarily homeless.
the accommodation that they will look for when making that final decision is going to be your last settled accommodation. And that was, I think...
I haven't got time to wait for decisions. I'm in a critical condition right now.
What they will say is that because you were evicted from your flat because of the service charge arrears, that as a result of your failure to make those payments, that you in effect made yourself intentionally homeless.
Oh, that wasn't get the service. I wasn't getting the service.
Okay, what we can argue is that you weren't getting the necessary support.
I didn't get any support. I didn't even get any support with the eviction notice.
So that's part of what we can argue with the council.
I want to argue today. This is not a thing that I can afford to luxuriously debate over a period of months. I am dying right now.
They no longer have a duty because the hostel accommodation that
I'm saying that the rules need to be changed. I am saying the way it is being administered. I am saying the way it is being administered.
I'll explain to you the situation in terms of hostel accommodation that I secured for you. One of the rules is that you're not able to smoke cannabis. That's the same for the residents there. Because you do that, they are temporary accommodation. Okay? So what we need to do is to try and get them to make a decision about their housing duty. In order to establish that, my advice to you is that you need to listen to them and tell them what your circumstances are. But if you don't want to do that, you're not able to do that, I can ask them to make their decision on the basis of the information that they've got at the moment. Is that what you want me to do?
I tell you what the best solution would be, right? The council and the English Churches Housing Group and the Compass Centre can review their handling of me, and they can realise, without much shame, but just realise, had they handled my housing application correctly from the start, I would have probably had my own accommodation over a year ago. But the key workers and the home choice did not help me at all. They just continued to ignore me all the time I was staying in that hostel. And I would say, if they used a bit of compassion, you could find suitable accommodation available right now and just say, he should have been getting his housing application. The rules say that I must die unhelped.
All I can do is make their next decision, which is one, make the decision on the basis of the information that they do have.
How are they going to get... Right, I am in a tent in Southville at North Street Green. I am not capable of going anywhere from here. I'm not capable of dealing with the daily matters of staying alive. I am sinking every day. I am saying, would you please get someone to come to me and help me?
But Mr. Matheson, I can't do that because I've arranged hospital accommodation.
Well, I'm sorry.
From that hospital accommodation because you broke the rules. Those are the same rules for everybody who stays at the hostel. Now, I have no legal argument.
Might I point out to you that in my observation, everybody in the hostel is using alcohol or drugs?
But Mr. Matheson, you signed the rules, you signed the sheet.
Yeah, that's right. You get me. Yeah, I know. And I signed a bit of paper that said that my accommodation needs were made. Yeah, sure. Tell me the same thing again. I've been a bad boy, and then now I must pay with my life.
It was really difficult to get you that hostel accommodation.
What hostel? The hostel in Ashley Road, run by Josie Connolly. We was making. I have not been housed with Ali.
The difficulty is that because you were evicted from the hostel accommodation, there are no arguments that I can use now.
Oh, that's good. Right, the rules. Right, yeah. Right, okay then. So I broke the rules. Now I must die out in the cold.
It's not the case of that.
No, it is. I broke the rules. I don't deserve the human dignity of a home. I broke the rules. Yeah, I'm just trying. I'm finding it a little bit hard to accept the very, very, very simple idea that I broke the rules. I must die in the cold alone without any help.
Now there is nothing that I can do that can help you to avoid everything else because you were asked to leave that accommodation from a legal point of view. There aren't any other arguments that I can make.
Here's the rain coming on again. I've got nowhere to go. I'll have to go because the rain's coming on and we don't have anywhere to go. I don't know where I'll go to get out of the rain. It's not easy to get out of the rain.
Information that they have, okay?
I don't hear anything that sounds like help.
I mean, in terms of the medical issues, if you have medical issues, you need to see a GP.
I cannot go to see a GP. You try and think. How you keep telling me to listen to what you're saying? You've been ignoring me from the first.
Mr. Matheson, I arranged hostel accommodation for you. We sorted that out a few months ago.
What hostel accommodation? What hostel accommodation are you talking about? This was a room that I couldn't open the window. With no plug in the sink. I wasn't allowed to have my dog. So I've broken the rules and you'll never listen to a word I say again. Okay then. Alright then, I get where you're coming from, Katie. Right, you're getting paid for this, I'm not. I'm using up battery and it's very difficult and the rain's coming on, so we'll have to run. Well, there you go. If you can get any good news to me, do it. I've told you I'm at North Street Green. I'm incapable of running anywhere from here. I can't go and see a doctor or a dentist. I need assistance from a human being. The dog is a beautiful companion, but unfortunately can't help me with my real problems.
When you're evicted from the hospital accommodation, and secondly, there's been a decision to council, which is what I'm trying to inform.
There's two sides to every story, and mine is consistently ignored. Don't you find that? Every time I say I don't agree with that, I am ignored. Even by yourself. There's two sides to every story, aren't there? Now I can understand why we have all these other sad animals living on the streets in the centre of Bristol, the ones who sleep on the pavement and beg and drink. I can understand that. It must, obviously, right, no duty, no humanity, no compassion. Right, okay. Yeah, I actually think that law should be based on compassion. I actually think that law and rules and regulations should be based on compassion. Yeah. Humanity. Yeah. Right. So I smoked cannabis in the hostel run by Josie Conley, who's making a lot of money out of the homeless people. She's making millions out of the homeless people, and I smoke cannabis in her hostel, and therefore I must die outdoors with my dog. Do the right thing, and you've got my consent to do the right thing. And I would like some help to come to me, please, because I'm incapable of running over to report to people. You know, I am living in a crisis every day, all day.
From the time that you got evicted from the last hostel is that it's going to be very unlikely for you to be provided with temporary accommodation. What we can do is make their decision about the main housing duty which they owe you, which they have indicated is going to be a negative decision. If that's the case, I need to make some further recommendations on your behalf. But at the moment, in terms of temporary accommodation, because this is the reason why you have to be the last hostel, there's nothing I can do to force the council to provide you somewhere else.
Right. Well, if the facts are ever examined honestly, this would be a shame for those people in the council that have been handling me. They can contact me by phone if I've got battery power. Yeah, sure. I would like help to come to me. Yeah. Okay. Do you know, this is so distressing for me. This is so distressing for me. You have my consent to do the right thing for me. Compassion is more important than the rules, actually. Humanity is more than getting it right according to the current regulations. The amount of corruption in the current homeless and housing services is beyond belief, and I intend to spend the rest of my life trying to expose it, because very few of the animals in my position are capable of expressing themselves so clearly, although it is difficult to express yourself clearly when you are consistently ignored and told to shut up, sit down and listen to what the other person is telling me I am doing wrong. I am going to have to end it now because my batteries really are getting flat, right?
I'm going to contact the council.
Do the right thing. Do the right thing. Do the right thing. I think this is horrible. It is really horrible, and I have made it clear to you. This is physically and emotionally and mentally torture all day, every day, and the amount of inhumanity is really broken my heart, and that a few individuals can operate in this way on behalf of all society is wrong, and it should be changed. We are not animals. Please do not treat us as animals. Thank you. Goodbye.